So hello and welcome to the Everything is Black and White podcast on YouTube. Please give a thumbs up, hit subscribe as well. We're going to talk about the news that Newcastle United are going to hold a bus parade lifting the Carabao Cup in front of thousands on the streets of Tyneside. Just over my shoulder is Percy Street. That's where the bus will be going down. It'll set off from St James's Park, go past the Stack, down Gallagher onto Percy Street and then up to the Town Moor. And of course the week began with talk about them not having a bus parade. Lots of heartache, lots of heartbreak at the prospect of the celebrations just being on the Town Moor, which will be a fantastic day, a fantastic event, but it's not for everybody as it is. If you've registered your interest for the Town Moor event, you're going to get a ticket, which means there's likely to be upward of 100,000 people there. I would say that might be maybe an overestimation, that's just my guess, but I think there's going to be a lot of people there. Plenty of big screens going to be needed because the players are going to be on a stage, and there's going to be a bit of a distance, I think, from those at the back to the players on the stage. But in terms of this cup parade, this trophy parade, it is the decision that everybody wanted. All the authorities that needed to be consulted have obviously got on the table and come to this decision, which everyone welcomes, I think, because, as I say, the Town Moor isn't for everybody. Me speaking personally as a fan, I wouldn't be going up. I'd much rather prefer to be standing in the street watching the bus go by, and it's only for 20 seconds, if that, but these memories matter. I remember as a young kid watching the players come back from Wembley in 98 and 99. I remember being hoisted on top of, it wasn't a traffic light, it was one of them kind of big grey boxes that I've got like the phone wires in and the modems and stuff, hoisted on top of there just to catch a glimpse of my heroes at the time coming back from Wembley. And there were tens of thousands of people there, and they'd lost at Wembley, of course, to Arsenal and then Manchester United, and yet the streets were packed full of Newcastle United fans wanting to share their thanks and support to their heroes. This time they've won it, so the atmosphere will be bouncing. It was very subdued all those years ago, but this time we're going to see them on top of a bus with a cup. Probably popping a few corks of no Prosecco, because Newcastle, of course, have got Brentford on Wednesday, so I'm sure Eddie Howe doesn't want them having any alcohol to carry on the celebrations. But what a day it will be. And I think looking longer term as well, you know, seeing the council and the club work together is brilliant, because we know, as I walk past St James's Park now, you know, we know that the decision is going to come, whether they stay, whether they go, whether they expand. And whatever the decision is, what we need is the council and the club to be on a good footing, working together. And I think the outcome, getting the parade when it didn't look like it was going to happen, shows that there's a good relationship there, and that bodes really well for the future, because of course if Newcastle United move, it's likely to be Leazes Park, and there's going to be plenty of planning, red tape, and we're going to need a good relationship between the two parties to get that sorted. And I know a parade moving St James's Park, different levels, but I think it does bode well for the future. But Saturday, it's going to be brilliant, it really is. Like I say, the bus will leave here, St James's Park, head down the Gallagher, past the Stack, along Percy Street, and then up to the Town Moor, and the streets will be lined. There'll be 7, 8, 9, 10 deep, just to catch that glimpse of their heroes. But what it means that, you know, you can take little kids to it and not have to worry about the crowds on the Town Moor. OAPs and you know, disabled people who might struggle with access, they can come out and enjoy this moment as well. And just if you want to go and see it for 10-15 seconds and then head to the pub, that's all right as well. So I think it's the best kind of outcome for everybody involved. I've been speaking to a few Newcastle United fans, and this is what they had to say about it. Confirmation that there is now going to be a bus parade. What are your feelings on that?
I think it's the best way to deal with it, so that people can stand on the streets and see what's happening without worrying about standing on the Town Moor, facilities and so on. They can go to a pub and have a beer, then come back out again. There are elderly people, wheelchair bound people, that type of thing. They can see what's going on. So yeah, I think it's a great idea, much better than the Town. I know it's going to end up on the Town Moor, but better than the Town Moor, I think.
I think it's the right idea. I'll be on the Town Moor. But I think they should have done it.
I think it's great, obviously, to involve all the fans, so the people that necessarily might not have got a ticket for the Town Moor, and it involves all the city, you know, with the feel-good factor and the fact that we've won it. I think it's really good.
What will it mean to see Newcastle lifting the cup on that bus parade in front of what will be thousands of people?
Goosebump time.
70 years of waiting. They're going to enjoy it.
Well, it's much more real. It's traditional. I saw the parade when they won the first cup in 1969, so that was fantastic. And everybody's been waiting to see that again. I think it's more tangible. You feel, I know you're not going to be touching people, but you're a little bit closer. Town Moor is a massive area, so you're not as close to the players.
I've been here lots of times when they've lost, and I don't think they're going to realise exactly what it's going to be like. I'll probably do what I did on the day of the game and just cry my eyes out.
Oh, massive. I think if you're not from Newcastle or you haven't played for the club, I don't think people understand what it means to the fans and how long we've waited for it, and I think it can only, hopefully it'll propel it on to bigger and better things.
And for you, has it sunk in yet that Newcastle have finally won a cup?
Oh, it's sunk in, yeah. It sunk in for me once we went 2-0 up, because I thought, that's it. I had so much control of the game that, yeah, I knew we were going to win from there on.
You can see by his smile. I mean,
Yeah.
What does it feel like to finally see Newcastle have done it?
Well, it's fantastic. It's a little bit sad in some ways, because I've got lots of friends who've died, who would have loved to have seen them lift a cup and haven't. But you know, life goes on. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic. I was there with friends, my son-in-law and grandson. So it was great to have my grandson alongside us, because he's only 10. Fantastic experience for him, because he was there 2 years ago and saw them lose. I've been there every time since 1974 when they got beat off Liverpool, and all I've seen them is lose games at Wembley, and only saw them score 2 goals.
There you go, you heard there from Newcastle United fans, very happy that the parade will now go ahead. I'll flip the camera around, you can see where it's going to start from. It's going to start from up there, St James's Park, and we'll come round, down there, Gallagher, around by the Stack, and then up to Percy Street. Let me know if you're going, let me know if you're happy with this outcome. I suspect the majority of you are. Are you going to go to the Town Moor? Let me know what you think that's going to be like. It'll be a totally different event to the parade. But again, I just want to hit home how big of a deal this is. Those memories from 98, 99, I still cherish to this day with my dad. And for youngsters, I think what it does, it makes you feel part of something. It makes you feel part of Newcastle United, that extended family that we all felt down at Wembley, that we all feel here on match days. And as a youngster growing up, struggling to get to games because demand was so high, of course, during the entertainers era. Okay, 98, 99, demand had tailed off a bit because the team had. But being able to be amongst Newcastle United fans on the street, watching the players come back, even though they'd lost, I felt part of it. And I think it sets the foundation for a lifetime of supporting Newcastle United. It is that important. It's just 10, 15, 20 seconds at most, but it is that important to see that and to feel part of it. And that's what I take away from this. You know, forget the red tape, forget the planning and all that. For these youngsters, these are the memories which lay down those bricks and the foundations to supporting Newcastle United for a lifetime. The memories you will take with you until the very, very end, like I do and will with my dad back, how many years ago now? Many, many years ago. I'm not even going to get the calculator out, but fantastic. Bus parade happening. It's going to be a wonderful day. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. I'll see you guys very soon.